What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Echocalypse video. So, I want to talk a little bit about a unit that a lot of folks have not been focusing on. Now, if you look at almost any tier list, and rightfully so, this unit is almost a must-have on everyone's tier list who has been playing from C to CN to Global now. And I think it's something that people should be eyeing as well, too, from a global perspective if you're a brand new player. Now, if you know, when I covered the reroll guide, I said one of three characters should be chosen from that reroll guide, right? One of them was Dina for a top end healer, which lasts for a very long time on teams. Second one was Pan, and third one, in my opinion, probably the most important of them all, and one that's going to help you carry through boss fights and help you through a lot of the more difficult boss content in the end, and that is Zawa. Now, I want to talk a little bit about this character and why she's so important and what makes her probably a vital character later on, especially when you're starting to fight a lot more enemies that do stronger hits, have more damage against you, etc. Right? So if you look at Zawa real quick, a lot of people have been ignoring her. Not sure why. And we're going to explain what makes her so unique and what makes her probably the best control unit outside of Niz in this game, but what makes her better than Niz in a lot of different situations. Okay, so first off, here is my Zawa. Okay, so I've been trying to build her up. I might get a dupe of her, to be honest, just to continue this role. But if you look at her active skill, she has a 50% chance. So first off, magic damage is not bad to an enemy in a corresponding position. So right across her, whoever's across gets hit, right? Magic damage, no problem. With the 50% chance to apply blind for 1 round. 50% chance. That is a big, big amount of blind going. Now, if you can get her to 3 stars, you are rolling, people. You're rolling, especially against bosses. 100% chance to cause blind. If you don't know what blind does, right above here you can see the bearer has a 50% chance of missing a normal attack. This does not count towards rage attacks, keep that in mind, so it's important to have rage suppressors, anyone who can suppress rage damage, but the moment that unit has to build rage up again, any normal attack done on you has a 50% chance to miss. Now think about bosses, right? A lot of bosses don't build up their specials for quite some time. Their normal attacks do the grunt of the damage. So in this case, having that debuff is incredible. Now, let's take it to another level, right? Now, if you look at the flowers in the mist, this is now her special. 166% magic damage to the enemy in the corresponding position and surrounding enemies with a 40% chance to apply blind. And in this case, the bearer has a 40% chance of missing a normal attack. Now, I'm not sure why this blind is weaker than this blind. It's the same blind debuff, so I don't know if this is a typo on one of these. I would imagine this one here, right? Because the blind, again, is the same debuff being applied to corresponding units. Now, there's a 40% chance to apply this. Right now, as you increase the stars, when you get to that 3-star, you're getting 100% chance on her active attack, but then you're also getting 50% chance to apply blind here as well, and also reduce a target's healing received by 20%. She becomes a critical part of many PvP teams, right? Zawa can single-handedly save your life. Like, these blind attacks, the fact that people can miss, imagine someone's normal active attack is a front row attack, or, you know, like a whole line attack, like Aiken's, right? Imagine her missing her basic attack and not getting the 2 rage because she missed. So those are pretty big deal things to happen, right? And as you increase it, you can see here it goes up to 70% and then has an 80% chance. Check this out. Has an 80% chance to transfer the target attribute buffs up to 2 buffs per target to herself. So now she also steals buffs. So this is why she's considered one of the top units in the game and almost a must-have on everyone's list. There's a reason. If you can ever get her to this point, trust me, she is going to do work for you. She's going to work magic. So very important to note that. Now, her passive as well, Zawa can analyze the strength and weakness of both sides. At the start of the first round, she reduces all enemies' crit res rate and dodge rate by 20%. So they'll dodge less, which means your hit is going to count for more. And then also the crit resistance rate being reduced by 20%, which means your crit rate is going to be whatever it is without having any obstruction in the way, 20% more, right? And as you can see here, it increases to 30% and then 35%. And not only for 1 round, but also for 2 rounds at tier 6. So a lot of people have not been really focusing on Zawa, and I think there needs to be a little bit more attention towards this unit. So let's just kind of give you guys a rundown of how this works. So this is the free-to-play account. I'm not using my friend Terrorizer's account. This is just strictly using my own account. I'm going to go here to see if we can add another 2 assists here. There we go. Dina gives another assist, so that boosts up my power. Now, my power is a little bit lower, obviously. So Zawa is here. These guys are my main DPS, so we're going to keep them in the back here. But let's go ahead and test this out. So we're going to just try her out in PvP. That's all we're going to do. We're going to jump into PvP, and we're going to see how she does here, okay? Let's go check out friends. Let's find somebody with similar power, okay? Do I have any friends with similar power that are free to play? Abyss is no too low. Here we go, Realm. Let's go train. Okay, so let's check it out here. So you can go check out a friend, apply a battle with them, and see how we do. Okay, so they have Zawa as well, so this is perfect. So we can test out both. We can see both theirs and ours. Okay. Okay, so theirs didn't perform a blind. Let's see if ours does it. Okay, here's our change up. Let's hope we get... Yes, perfect. We got the special going. Okay, good. Okay, so here's Boom. And then here's Zawa special should be coming shortly. Okay, so here we go. There's the blind right there on Zawa. So their Zawa got blinded that time, okay? So let's check out to see what happens here. So there's a miss. See, there's a miss right there. So that's how important that is. Like, that's a 50% chance to miss that. So completely no damage taken by one unit. And that's the importance right there, right? If you're running characters with blind, and look, there's a stun there as well with MC, and MC is another character I really want to cover as well too, right? But that blind really does help suppress so much damage, right? Now, if you look the next part coming up, you're gonna see that she can now blind another unit that's across from her. So Audrey here is gonna be hit with a blind very shortly, right? Oh, Audrey got healed there, but you can see here the blind's gonna apply. Right there, another blind, right? So now Audrey's attack is gonna be like 50% chance to miss that as well. Now Audrey's not obviously a damn. There's a blind on my MC. MC died though. So there you go. Look at that miss. So this is the importance of having Zawa on your team. Like, this applies to bosses as well. So keep that in mind, guys. When you're doing these battles, keep noticing that bosses most of the time do normal attacks is really going to help you have a lot more survivability if you can avoid that damage coming in, right? So let's just speed this up here. See, like, imagine you just did that on Fenrir, right? Imagine Fenrir got blinded. That whole attack right there would have missed. So that's, again, the importance of having a blind. There's a blind on my Aiken. So watch my Aiken now. Okay, we're gonna just you can see Zawa's blind on my Aiken is gonna make her probably miss this completely. Watch. Okay, here we go. Oh no, okay, so the blind actually left. That was good. That was removed by that round. Okay, so let's do my special now. Flowers of the Mist. Let's see who gets blinded here. So again, 40% chance. No, nobody got blinded there. Right? But again, you guys can see the importance of having that debuff on there. So this is probably done. Oh, one unit left. She's going to be one of those units that you're definitely going to use throughout the game. That blind never gets old. It's again, I'm going to actually grab this right now. It's one of those things that you want to actually use as often as you can, especially when you're dealing with harder fights and harder PvP modes. Building a team around her is worth it. All right, guys, this is Payne. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.